Campaigners are calling it a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. A dementia summit called by the Prime Minister will next month bring together health ministers from all the G8 nations to discuss what they can do to fight Alzheimer's. And tomorrow, charities from those countries will deliver open letters to their health ministers, calling on them to develop a joint plan to drive forward research and funding. Our health and social care correspondent Victoria MacDonald has been to meet one couple affected by the disease.
A beautiful sight.
There are moments, just a few, when it's easy to forget that Dominic Batty has Alzheimer's disease.
Walking in the winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman, then pretend that he is Parson Brown.
But Mr. Batty does have Alzheimer's. Now 84, he was diagnosed 10 years ago. We met him and his wife Jill as they were leaving for a respite centre run by the Alzheimer's Society. He goes once a week so she can have what she calls her me time. In a back street of Kentish Town in North London, Mr. Batty calls this his exclusive club. It's a club, though, where all its members have one form of dementia or another.
What was it like when the diagnosis came?
The diagnosis was good, actually, because before then Dominic had been worried about his memory. I was a bit worried about his memory, and I used to get so irritated with him because he wasn't remembering things and I was having to repeat things. And when we got the diagnosis, it was actually easier. I could understand why he was doing it. He wasn't being just bloody-minded.
The fact is, more and more people are being diagnosed with dementia. There could be as many as 1 million in the UK alone by the next decade. And globally, the cost of caring and treating those with this disease is now more than $600 billion. In fact, if it were a country, it would be the 18th largest economy in the world.
David Cameron himself has described dementia as one of the biggest challenges facing society today. So to this end, he's taken the rather unusual step. He's called a summit to be held next month at Downing Street, bringing together the health ministers from all the G8 countries to discuss what they can do together to fight this disease.
David Cameron has already established in this country what's called the Challenge on Dementia, improving care and treatments. But the G8 summit takes it to a new level, a global approach. And tomorrow, international Alzheimer's societies will present letters to their respective health ministers, calling on them to use the summit to make a difference.
Well, there is no cure for dementia and there are few treatments at the moment, and so we need lots more research done both at a national level and in global collaboration, which is why we're looking to the G8 really as a once-in-a-generation opportunity to turn the tide on dementia research.
All of this is supported, of course, by those affected by dementia, not least because they hope it will raise more awareness, take away the fear some have of this disease.
People are frightened of it. People are actually frightened to talk about it. They don't want to discuss it because they feel there's a stigma attached to it, and oh, it's just what happens to old people when they get old. But it would be good if people could talk about it before public awareness is raised, so that then there is not so much fear and ignorance.
What's hard too, Jill Batty said, is losing the man you fell in love with. He's still there, but he isn't. Although just for a moment, as he sat down and played for us, we caught a glimpse of who Dominic Batty had once been.